Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for December 2019 for the sign of Aries. So, the things that you need to remember is my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, which is mercury524@msn.com, on my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or I'm also on LinkedIn and Twitter. Okay. Subscribe, like, view, and notification if you want to send a message. And if you care to give a donation, that is more than welcomely accepted. And welcome all the cross watchers. Okay. Aries, your soul sun is in the ninth house. Aries, your fire sign, and so is the ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius. Your ruling planet is Mars, and ruling planet is Jupiter. So your ninth house represents adventure, visions. Its ruling planet is Jupiter, which is in its home base. So everything you want to do in the month of December, go for it. Start planting those seeds, because Jupiter will be leaving out of Sagittarius, which affects all fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in this month of December 2019. Jupiter is the ruling planet of expansion, new opportunity, blessing, wealth, truth, and karma. If you have done good karma, then the blessings is coming back to you. Now, these opportunities may be vast, but you got to pick the right opportunity that's going to last for the longevity. So the seeds are planted here. When Jupiter moved into Sagittarius in 2018, then when it goes into 2019 comes in, you're going to see these seeds starting to flourish. So there's some finishing up that you need to do with your solar sun in the the ninth house, the house of universal truth, philosophy, higher education. So I see some of you going back to school for additional learning or additional education. Some of this education might take you abroad. So some of you might be going to some kind of exchange students or some kind of training other than living here where you're at or in the country that you're living to. You're going to go do some additional training. Sagittarius also represents religion. Some of you are getting more touching with your religious belief, or some of you are expanding it or getting out of it completely. I feel some of you are more tuned to be involved in more things are spiritual now. So you are evolving around that belief. So I see some of you getting out of that religious background and going to do more things that are spiritual, that uplift you, something that has a more resonate with you. Also, it also deals with law. So some of you might be getting involved with some study which has to do with legal things that deal with other countries. Are you in a job that has international connections, and now the law has to be understood and applied to the situations that you're in. It also represents mysticism. So this is another aspect of you getting away from. I see some of you reading books, doing some more reading to acknowledge what is really going on and going behind the scene. Some of you also getting involved and listening and recording your dreams and learning how to read your dreams, okay? And I see some of you are seeing some of these dreams come true, okay? What you actually dreamt is actually coming into the physical manifestation. So some of this is happening here now for some of you, and that is wonderful. Okay, it also deals with competition. So some of you are going to be competitive with other people. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Aries with your solar house in Sagittarius. Your speculation, you're taking a chance. Some of you are going to be gambling more in every aspect of your life with you being Aries fire sign along with Sagittarius. So you got the benefit of direct with Jupiter in Sagittarius and the sun is in Sagittarius, and then your ninth house is in Sagittarius. Your solar ninth house is in Sagittarius, and then you're Aries. So you have a lot of power and energy to move forward. And the card is going to set off the tone for December of the tarot deck is this card. Okay, any ever had a joker in your card? So the joker matched with anything. So now this is crossing you. It's an opposition to you. So we're going to turn this up right. There's our challenges facing you, but you're going to overcome this challenge because you're going to have the upper hand. So whatever they give you, you'll be able to match it up with what you have and come out with a pair. Or if you have two sets and one single, you won the game. So there's a lot of energy here for you to pick the right opportunities so they can expand what you Aries, what your solar sun in your ninth house. Okay, now we also have Pluto going through there, so there's some transformation coming here to you. So you're not the person that you was 10 months ago. You have changed. There's transformation coming to you, and Pluto is a ruling planet of Scorpio, so there's an emotional change coming to you. Letting go of emotional baggage, people, places, and things. I see some of that happening to some of you. Then we have Saturn is also in Capricorn. So Saturn represents, okay, whatever was restricting and delaying you and causing you procrastination, that has been lifted. So you need to start taking this action here to influence things that's now in Sagittarius to open doors for you. And with Jupiter being in Sagittarius and your solar sun is in your ninth house. Okay, then we have Uranus in Taurus. Okay, Uranus went retrograde on August 12th, 2019, and will stay until 2026. So there's changes going on. As you're in a long-distance relationship, you make correction to it, and it's beginning to improve. There's changes going on. How you had your money. I see some of you not dealing with physical money, but more cashless money. But be very careful. You must check your bank account. I see there might be some issues there with your bank account or some money that is going to be delayed. Okay, so Jupiter also represents money. It represents expansion. So you need to maybe get some protection there where you get the notification if your account is going over, so you can apply more back in there and set things in a better tone. Okay, it also deals with you need to start speaking your truth. Okay, there's some issues that you need to speak up, but let's be using it in a diplomatic way. Speak our truth. This is the fifth chakra, and this is the throat. So speak your truth, but speak it in a diplomatic way. So I feel that some of you have problems speaking up and stop being a people pleaser, and you got to set boundaries. So with Saturn and Pluto both in Capricorn, so that's setting boundaries in father time, change, learning the lessons, and facing your fear and stepping out on faith. Okay. And also that transformation you're going through. Since Capricorn is the 10th house, so it deals with the ending of a cycle. So a lot of things that's been going on in your life is beginning to smooth away, okay? And it has to do with prestige, success, moving up the ladder, and employment in career. So a lot of this has to do with career advancement, career changing, restudying for expansion of your career. So I see some of you taking courses or going back to school to find something additional that you can infuse in your career so that you can move ahead. It also represents your image. You want to change your image and how people see you. So I see a finer tone now is coming down. Things is not as harsh as it was. You're getting things done because you're being more diplomatic and taking the anger out of how you approach everything you do and the people you interact with. Okay, we have Neptune who just went direct on the 27th, this Wednesday, out of its retrograde. Okay, so now, even though it stopped retrograding, it's standing still. So it's going to take 2 weeks. It's in this post-retrograde period, so it takes 2 weeks to move up and catch up speed. So things are going to start unwinding with you. I see a lot of things unwinding as far as health with the eyes, your feet, getting your head out the cloud, taking the rose-colored glasses off and see the reality as it is, and seeing the dreams and the visions that are in front of you that you can achieve and stay focused. I see some of you have been unfocused by dwelling, overdoing in drugs and alcohol, whether they're illegal or prescription. So you need to stop that, okay? And I see some problems here, maybe some problems here with your eyes and your feet. So we found the solution to it. So now let's take some progress and move it and put that solution to the physical form. Now we have Mercury in Scorpio. Okay, Mercury is in Scorpio. Mercury was retrograding a week and 3 days ago, so it's beginning to unravel. So it's in this post-retrograde period, shadow period, and that won't be over until this Wednesday coming up, either the 4th. Okay, the 4th of December. So you're seeing things beginning to be straightened out as far as everyday business routine, communication, transportation. There are some problems here with the nervous system, the shoulder, the arms, and the hand and eye coordination, and problems there with breathing. It's beginning to develop and to find its way and a solution. So whatever you were doing, you've been taking medicine or exercise. So those issues are going to now to be more stable in your life, okay? Now, Mercury went direct on the 20th of November. Now we have Mars is in Scorpio. Mars is the masculine part of everyone, and Mars is in his home base, Aries. So Mars is the aggressive part of you. It's the action. It's the leadership. Is to get things done. So with Aries, with your solar sun and Sagittarius, a lot of things you've been lagging behind or procrastinating. So this will evolve into something much better. So you have the key card. You can match it with anything and be successful. So with Jupiter influence in your solar 9th house, a lot of opportunities are going to open up. But again, nail it down to the opportunities that's going to grow and to move forward. Okay, now this is also Mars is in Scorpio and is in a water sign, so your feelings is very heightened and aggressive. Okay, so we need to calm that down. We don't need to scream and shout and bitch and bow, all this stuff. We need to do things in a diplomatic way. Speaking your truth is fine, but rehearse it. If you go to someone in anger, their reaction is going to be anger. So we want to go to anyone, people, place, or thing, or situation, and the viewpoint of achieving compromise, okay? So don't let the emotions control you. So let that intellect come through. Let's think first. Because when you get emotional unbalanced, there's a balance here that you need to, you're unfocused, you're confused. And by being confused and unfocused, you're making decisions that is not going to be healthy for you. That's going to come and fly back at you in your face. So let the emotions be the secondary and let the intellectual be the main aspect of this. Okay, Venus is in Capricorn. So Venus is the feminine part. So there's a balance, the masculine and the feminine. So now is the time for you to be aggressive and the drive, and then Mars is also the planet of you, Aries, to go forth what you want. Some of you have been delaying or procrastinating and being fearful. Get off of the couch. If you want this challenge and obstacle to be removed, you have to take control of it. And the people that you've been relying on is not there for you. You have to learn to do it yourself, to be self-sufficient. So this is the thing. A lot of you want to be self-sufficient in things that you want to do. Okay, now Venus is in Capricorn. Venus is the goddess of love. It's the ruling planet of Taurus, okay, which is retrograding. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus. So there's a lot of changes in your money and your love. Some of you are having issues in your love life because of lack of communication. Again, Mercury's retrograding in Scorpio, so emotions rule, and you had to learn to balance that out with your intellect, to think first before you apply your emotions. Now, some of you have not done that, and some of you are in issues and tensions in your home, your job, your friendship, okay? And with your children. You can't scream at someone and expect them to be calm. You have to address this in a soft, diplomatic way. And you can see the changes coming out. So I see some of you who are in a committed relationship, that tension is still there a little bit. So we need to sit down and discuss what is the tension, what is causing all of this to happen, and come up with a solution. You're not right, I'm not right. But we want to find the right solution. We can both balance this out and we get what we want. So a fairest change is no robbery. Partnerships and relationships has to be balanced. And so this is being balanced now. So those who are in a relationship, some of the tension is still there, but it's easing up. Okay? Because this stress and tension is going to make some of you sick. Okay, now Venus is also for those who were not in a relationship. There's some eyes on you and you have eyes on them. But I feel the sense here that you don't want to waste your time, and that's understandable. And you do not want to spend that time, because I feel some of you feel this from the things that happened in the past. You don't want them to take up your time. So and I also feel that some of you are not going to pursue. You're going to pursue, but you're not going to chase these individuals. You want them to chase you. I feel that there's a feeling that you want to be worthy. They have to be worthy. So they have to bring something more to the table than what's between their legs. They have to have a career, a job, a perspective, and they want something. So I feel that this is what you are looking for, those who are single, and that is out there. So you have to put yourself out there, and I agree, let them chase you. Know your worth. Now, two of the stones I want you to carry through the month of December, Aries, is the green Aventine. The green Aventine is a green color stone. I want you to carry this with you, and this will attract prosperity for you. This will give you the right opportunity to expand on. Okay? And the green Aventine also represents your skin. So I see some of you having some issues with your skin. So I want you to heat some organic castor oil, and just put a little bit on your face and just put this all over your skin or the area where you've seen that skin problem. And imagine this skin problem disappearing. Put it in your mind, close your eyes, and concentrate on it, that this green and Aventine will disappear, whatever skin problem you have. Okay? Now another stone I want you to carry is a bloodstone. This is another green stone. So this is green, and this is green and black. And bloodstone represents your hips. I see some of you having problems with your hips. Okay, this is Aries and Sagittarius hips. So I want you to get that same castor oil. This is green with a little white in there and red in it. And I want you to rub it around them hips and see in your mind, imagine that this pain and stuff is dissipating away. Okay? So I hope, Aries, that you enjoy your December 2019 overview. Aries, your solar sun is in your 9th house. So go for it. Jupiter is there to assist you in everything that you want to do. Stay positive. Don't let the emotions control you. Think first. Speak your truth, but in a diplomatic way. You attract more bees with honey than you attract with vinegar. So look at the main thing, the objective that you want to do, Aries, with your solar sun in your ninth house in the month of December. You can achieve it. Remember, you can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunson.net or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Or you can find me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Ciao, and see you in December.